Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications as I'm sharing great contents every day for you. Alright, previously we created our preparations for relational tables. We created new tables, we add some data and we change our values accordingly to our relational tables, and we add our diagram. Let's have a look. Let's refresh. Yeah, we have our diagram here as well. Perfect. Now let's have a look our tables using by query. Let's start typing a select query. Select star from TBL exams function 5. There is a lot of numbers here, guys. Why? And there is no meaning. Student ID, lesson ID, exam 1 to exam 3. So in this lesson, we're going to make a meaningful names. We're going to merge tables, and we have little bit make examination on those tables. Let's start with the examinations. Let's come to the students first. Edit out 200. Okay, let's add a new student. Let's say here, um, let's say here, give me a name, um, Rocky Balboa. It's a good name, right? Rocky Balboa. Perfect. Let's give a clip ID 8 and city ID 10. As you can see, we got an error. The data in row was not committed because I'm not gonna read all of them because we don't have any club ID 8 and city ID 10. Because if you remember, I'm going to I'm not gonna add now. If you remember, we have a diagram. We made a relation between our tables. So it is looking for the connection between those tables. So let's have a look our cities and clubs. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 number as an ID for our clubs, and we have 1 to 6 our IDs related to our cities. So we have to use 1 to 4 and 1 to 6 for clubs and cities. Okay, let's come again our students. Let's add our Rocky Balboa again. The club ID, let's say 3. The city, let's say, for example, 2. As you can see, we able to add our data. And I would like to point out something different. As you can see, normally we are seeding 10 by 10, but now we add 20. Why it's happening? Because we tried to add and we failed, so we lost our next ID. So it's jumping to the next one. If I consecutively enter 4 or 5 times, probably I will start continue about 40 or 50 more ID. Let's try again. Let's add a Michael Jackson. Let's add 8, for example, 1, 3, 4, 5. Let's make this happen with 4. As you can see, 197. I just try to add 6 times, and the 6th turn I able to add it, and it's 197. Perfect. Let's keep it like that. So you understand the relational data, how we can add and how we cannot add our data according to our relations. Perfect. Let's come back our query now. Let's F5 again, so we're able to see our all students. or examinations. All right, let's start merging our tables with our exam table. Okay, let's add step by step which columns we need first. And I'm going to need my ID from my exam table. And I'm going to bring my first name and last name from my student table. And I need exam 1, 2, 3 and exam 3 from TBL exams. Okay, so as you can see, we have red error line underneath of first name and last name. It's telling us invalid column name because we just look in our TBL exams, and obviously we don't have any column which is called first name and last name. Okay, so we need to merge now. So to do that, we are using keywords start with inner join. So join with what? We're going to merge with TBL students, right? Okay, so on which columns? So TBL exams dot student ID, as you can see here, must be equal to TBL students dot ID. All right. So it telling us invalid column name, but ignore it. We 100% I'm sure we have a column which is called student ID. As you can see, it is here. But there is a conflict, I mean ambitious here. If you see an ambitious on your queries, you you can add um how can I say, you can add your table name in front of your column name. To do that, tbl exam.id. So I want this ID belong to tbl exams table. Alright, so ambitious is gone. So why we get ambitions, by the way, we have ID name um, in all of tables. So I have ID in exam, I have ID column in students, clubs and cities. So I'm going to um, make certain I'm telling my database query this ID has to be comes from my exam table by writing this section. Alright, so once I click function 5, I will see student first name and last name instead of student ID. Function 5, here we go. We have first name and last name. Now you able to add as much as information uh, you can, guys. Let's add one more information here. Let's say um let's have a look at our students. We have club ID and city ID. But now I'm not gonna edit because we have to make another inner join to add club and city ID to our examination. We will going to definitely do that, but we do step by step. Before that, I would like to add my lesson here. Okay, so add our title because we type title. I don't know why we add title for the lessons. But I'm not gonna change it now. I'm not gonna waste my time to changing a silly title. Let's say title and let's add, let's merge lessons with the exams. Okay, join. Now I'm going to merge with TBL lessons on which tables and which columns on TBL exams dot lesson ID. Let's have a look. Is it lesson ID? Yep, lesson ID and TBL lesson ID. Okay, TBL lessons dot ID. Perfect. These two is going to be match, and we're going to have our title. Function 5, as you can see, James Huge, math grades 55, 45, and 25. As you can see, this is how we're using inner joins and merging our tables in one place. I assume you understand this section. And is there anything should I tell you in this lesson? Let me have a look. Okay, what if you would like to merge those names in one column, just delete this comma and put plus. Function 5 is a James Hughes with an anonymous column. It's merge. If you would like to add a space between those names, just add an empty space in single quotes with the, and you can merge those for similar item with by using plus. Function 5, as you can see, you merge names, and you can give a name using as keyword as student name. Function 5, this is student name. As you can see, if you remember beginning of the lesson, select queries is just limited with your imagination. You can do everything um, in your thoughts. You can bring all of them in the reality. All right. Anything should I tell you in this lesson? Let me think a little bit more. I think I'm going to finish this lesson here, but I'm going to try to bring our um, cities and clubs here. Let's try. I'm going to add here city. Yep, city. So it belongs. Let's have a look at our students. This is city ID, right? Okay. And this is our cities. Let's do an inner join. Inner join tbl cities on tbl. Let me have a look. tbl cities. Yep, on tbl exam. Actually, not exam. tbl students dot city id must be equal tbl cities dot id. Let's function 5. Yeah, here we go. We have cities here, guys. As you can see, we're able to merge all information in one place. Let's add our clubs as well. Add inner join again. And bring our TBL clubs on which columns? TBL students club ID equal. By the way, we having those red errors, but ignore them. Probably it's not updated. Compiler didn't update our changes yet. Maybe if you save and close application and open again, probably it won't. You won't be see those errors. Yep. Let's say tbl clubs.id. let's add function 5, but before that let's add here our club and function 5. As you can see, James Hughes comes from Manchester and he loves playing chess, and his examination results here. And Caitlin, here we go, comes from Edinburgh and her biology lesson results here. Perfect. As you can see, we created a really long query to bring our information from our related tables. Now I'm going to finish this lesson here, guys. Let's save our query list for relational TBL merging tables, or just say inner join. Alright, let's save them all. Now I'm going to push them all my local repository, cd desktop, cd MSSQL. As you can see, we are in main branch. Git check out dev, git add dot, all changes added to stages area. Let's commit them all now. Git commit --m relational tables inner join. Let's say first merging process. Alright, let's say enter, git check out main, git merge with development. Here we go. Let's have a look at our result. And as you can see, relational tables first merging process has been pushed. Our local repository and our main and the development branch are up to date and synchronized now. Thank you very much for watching my videos. If you like my video, I will be really appreciated. It really motivates me to create new contents. And if you have any questions, please drop comment below the video. Take care of yourself. See you on next lesson. Bye bye.